What's up, everybody? We got an awesome boat for you here today. It is a 2000 Nordic Tug 37. The owners had this boat professionally stretched by Eric Sloth Boat Builders in Homer, Alaska. This brings the length overall to 40 feet and gives an almost 10-foot cockpit space. Being a 2000, this is a 20th anniversary Millennium Special Edition. The boat also received a large refit in 2022, including new all-grip exterior paint, new interior upholstery, new carpet, forward-facing sonar, Arctic drip heater, and new electronics. Before we get too far in, let's go over some of the base stats. This boat has a display length of 40 feet, a beam of 12 feet 11 inches, a max draft of 4 feet. It's powered by a Cummins 6 BTA 330 horsepower single engine. It has a 16 knot max speed and a 324 gallon fuel capacity. They did a really nice job with this refit and the boat came out looking great. Also, that rear swim step is fold up and I think that's a really cool addition. There was a couple other cool upgrades I noticed. First is the davit for the 2019 Zodiac rib. This is one of the aluminum hulled Zodiacs, and it has a 6 horsepower Tohatsu motor that's brand new included. Next up is the pot puller located just outside the salon door. The third thing that really caught my eye was this light bar. There's 2 more in the cockpit as well. Here we get another great view of that davit and dinghy. I know it's looking a little deflated. We all have our days like that. But with a quick pump, it should be looking great in no time. As we fly around the boat, you'll notice there's handrails everywhere, and all the bright work looks excellent. I also noticed the glass looks good, there's no pitting and hazing. Everything really is clean on this boat. Another thing you might notice is the gray for all the top sides of the deck and the roof of the pilot house and boat deck. I think it looks great in combination with the green. Here's one more full exterior shot before we take a closer look at the cockpit of the boat. This really was a beautiful evening with the glassy water catching a perfect reflection. Looking down, you can see that another cool addition was the folding swim step, and then we have a nice aft boarding door. There's 3 commercial grade Freeman hatches to get to a massive lazarette that was added with the extension. And then here you can see just how beautiful a sunset could be in this boat. There's some fold-out chairs and plenty of space for all your friends. The side shot here lets you see just how much extra space the cockpit edition added. You can also see the life raft and barbecue mounted on the transom. Just forward of this you can see the nice large windows for the salon. The visibility is really great whether you're at anchor or underway. Here's another look at that commercial grade pot puller. It would be great for chartering the boat, you could use it every day. There's foot controls mounted right next to it. Looking up, here's one of the LED light pods for the cockpit, as well as one of the many fishing rod holders you'll find on the boat. There's a propane locker located starboard side in the cockpit as well with a solenoid shutoff valve. Just above that, there's an EPIRB and also a throwable life ring. As we start looking forward, one of the first things I notice is this nice drip diesel heater that the owners have added. This would be excellent for Pacific Northwest or Alaska cruising where you want to stay warm. It's got a beautiful stainless steel component inside, and welcome to the interior. What a beautiful space. Tons of light, tons of windows, beautiful handholds above. It's got new upholstery, new carpet, the woodwork looks excellent, the windows are clean, it's got cabinetry to hold everything you could want. There's spots and spaces that are specific for different silverware, plates, and glasses. We have a propane oven and 4-burner cooktop powered by that propane featured just on the other side of the wall here. There's a deep double stainless steel sink. There's plenty of refrigeration and freezer space along with a trash compactor. These cabinets are very large and show the level of thought and organization that went into the designing of this boat. A few steps up from the salon, we have the pilot house. This has a mix of both original and upgraded equipment. There's sliding doors on either side of the pilot house that move very nicely, and also some grab handles overhead for when you're in a rough seaway. Looking at the overhead panel, you'll see the radio, clock, barometer, wind meter, which I'm not going to try to say the real word for that one, depth finder, autopilot control, and VHF radio. Looking down at the main panel, you can see the original Furuno radar, upgraded Furuno chart plotter depth sounder, and then all of the engine, generator, and helm controls. You'll also note this one is equipped with a bow thruster. Just to the port side of the helm station is the breaker panel. This is a nice central location so that you don't have to go anywhere else in the boat to get it fired up. This shot really lets you see how great the visibility is, and there's plenty of space for everyone on board to be in the pilot house together. There's also a nice sized compartment here for any of your charts or binoculars. The final thing I really like about this Nordic Tug is these aft-facing opening windows. You'd be able to keep an eye on your dinghy if there's inclement weather and get a great cross breeze. A few steps down into the foyer, you'll see this 2 stateroom, 1 head layout. The bunk room features 2 generous size berths. I'd be more than happy to stay in here. There's a large hanging locker and a set of drawers. Moving forward, we have the owner's suite. There's opening port lights on either side and an overhead opening hatch that could also be used as an escape hatch in an emergency. And here we are at the most interesting feature on this boat. There's twin bunks on either side of the V-berth, and then I'd say a queen size plus bed there in the middle. This is definitely a polarizing feature. We could certainly get it changed around, but I think if you had little kids or something along those lines, this could totally work for you. And it also doubles as a lot of storage with the rod holders and large hanging lockers on either side. You can see here just how large this locker is. It goes all the way to the hull side, and on our way out of the owner's stateroom, you'll also see there's a full-size dressing mirror. This leads to the foyer, and next up, the bath. Just a few steps back on the starboard side of the boat, we have the head. This is a nice size space, first class only. There's been upgrades in here with new countertops, new flooring, and upgraded head. There's a nice size seat in the shower, which I love for those underway showers. Both port lights in here are also opening to get rid of any steam from the shower. And one final shot before we move down to the engine room. Here's one of the recently replaced. The boat's equipped with a 330 horsepower Cummins 6B TA. There's a few other shots of the engine room here. I would say it's in pretty good shape. We have a Fireboy fire system, some more of the house batteries, and also the Northern Lights generator. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate it. Please subscribe, it helps the channel tremendously. And if you're interested in John Hunter, give Greg a call over at the Seattle Yachts office. I'll put his contact information up on the screen again.